All right, fellas, let's play team ball out there tonight.
Always enlightening to listen to the pregame huddle, huh? On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Miami Heat are ready for this thing to get started. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Latina in the NBA. An annual tradition celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. Alongside mis compañeros, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And as we take a look here at Derrick Rose, guys, what's your take?
Well, his body control is what I notice. I think that jumps off the page when you watch him play. Even with the defender draped all over, he's able to find a way to get to the rim and get the shot to go in.
And Steve, even more than that, this is what I think of when I think of him. Late in the fourth quarter, time winding down. They've got one shot to win the game. He's your man. He's the guy I'm looking for to make it happen.
Earlier this season, it was Chicago coming away with the loss in this matchup against the Miami Heat. And boy, can they stave off the sweep here if they can find a way to pull it off. Dropping another one would really hit the confidence level.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy. You know, when something works for you, you stay with it. The Heat saw after the 2012 finals that small ball was very effective for them. You can see why they chose to do that, given how hard it is to find a power forward that can match up with LeBron. Makes good sense.
The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Bosh hits the pick for LeBron. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
And mismatches really are what make an NBA offense go at times. Not only can Miami overpower you, Steve, with their sheer talent at times, but if you're trying to guard a perimeter play with a big, you're going to be in trouble.
Well, some people still see small ball as a gimmick, but, for Miami, it's different because you've got LeBron James playing the power forward. So it's not really small ball. He can rebound, he can defend, he can do everything. And so the Heat become a nightmare to guard at the other end, and you can rarely take advantage of them offensively.
Chicago shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of their free throw shooting, about 76%.
The numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Great defense that time from Noah.
Every great player needs someone to push them to be better. LeBron said last year that, that's what Kevin Durant does with him. I think he works as hard as he does, knowing that Durant is coming to try to take his spot as the best player in the league.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Eric Spoelstra. He said a big key for them will be containing Carlos Boozer offensively, adding, he's a player who can spread the floor with his jump shot or take you down the block, and it's tough to match his strength inside. Defensively, they'll look to keep length in front of him and limit his offensive rebounding. Sounds like a good game plan, guys. We'll see how they do it.
Thank you, Doris.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
The Bulls have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Norris Cole, he's checked in for Mario Chalmers. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Cole. 9 points last game out. The drive by Wade. Stolen by Boozer. Here's the Kova. And again, no good by Chicago. And going back to LeBron for the time being, he's solidified Clark is standing. I think everyone would agree is the best player in the NBA.
Well, how about 4 league MVP trophies to his credit? One of only 5 players in league history to win that many. One of only a few player to be both MVP of the league and MVP of the finals in the same year. So, enough said.
Here's Wade after the made shot from Barry. Cole off the pick from Bosch. Cole dishes to LeBron. There's the pass to Cole. Back to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Will it go? And that's good off the glass that time. LeBron's got 5.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Rose kicks to Boozer. Battier on him. Feeds to Dang. Back to Boozer. He's guarded by Battier. Unloads from 9. It's Chicago with another bucket.
He can finish in the post. That's one thing we know about.
The Heat trail by 5. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Taking a look at Miami. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. You know, the guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
On the floor for Miami. On the wings, it's D. Wade and LeBron James. Shane Battier is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's Chalmers in at the 1 spot. Here's Barry. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And here's what the Chicago Bulls schedule is looking like. They host the Spurs after this one. The Heat leading by 9. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Backing down is LeBron. Chalmers. He dishes it to Battier. He passes to Wade. 4 on the clock. Off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Outside Bosh. Kicks it to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
You know, Miami went to that smaller lineup last season, and a big change in that was having Chris Bosh move over to the 5 spot. Not his natural position, but I thought he held his own both offensively and defensively playing in the middle.
And for Bosh playing the center, Steve, he's giving up some weight out there.
But he's a very smart defender. He avoids fouls, and you know the way the league is these days, Kevin, most teams play smaller, and Bosh can normally find a center that he can guard without too much trouble. But there are a few matchups around the league that are a problem.
Well, they got the speed and the pressure of that Miami defense. You think they're able to compensate for the lack of size inside by using those other things.
Yeah, that's normally the case against, I would say, the vast majority of the league.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Thanks, Kevin. The Cobra in the last game against the Grizzlies, boy, was he tremendous. He had 43 points, and he tallied those points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance, Clark, here tonight?
I'd say no chance, partner. That's not a knock against him. It's just that he was so good that night, I don't think he can possibly do it 2 games in a row.
He was Kellogg'ian. Is that a word? We can use that word.
It is now.
Oh, look at Steve. He didn't like that, though. Look at him.
Let's just say he was really good.
Get the perimeter!
LeBron outside. Wade. Defended by Barry. And the foul called on the Cobra. That's foul number 2 for him.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Joel Anthony's checked in for Batty. Allen comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's 17 points for the Cobra.
Well, offensively, he needs much less space to operate than most players. It's amazing how well he can get his shot off, even with somebody right in his face.
You know, even the tightest defensive pressure doesn't seem to faze him in the least. I mean, you can attribute it to his concentration, where he has incredible focus, or you could just say he's one of those gifted scorers.
The feed to Cole. Cole off the pick from Haslam. Cole the pass to Haslam. Leaps for it. It's stolen by Dunleavy. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. No good from Barry.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Allen dishes to Cole. Anthony with the screen on Heinrich. And Cole kicks to Allen. Good at the goes. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so that's the end of the first half. Heat lead by 11. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. And now get ready for the halftime report. We're happy to be part of your Sunday. Miami up on top against the Bulls at United Center. They're atop the conference standings and looking to defend their position. LeBron playing well in the first half. No secret he can carry the team with his offense. And a tough matchup, but the Bulls are staying afloat. They've got to do a better job protecting the ball and valuing each possession. They've not done that. The turnover numbers way too high through 2 quarters. A solid performance by the Cobra. His shooting percentage hovering right around 50%. It's awfully good, heads or tails. And back to the United Center we go. The third quarter just about to start. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
Boy, he put on a show from the three-point line in the first half, didn't he? We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on him.
Yeah, we'll soon find out because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Up front, Boozer and Noah. Derrick Rose is out there with the Cobra, and it's Dang in at small forward. So that's how Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
You know, with Derrick Rose out, a lot of people thought the Bulls would flounder last season, guys, but they were still one of the tougher teams in all of the East, in part because the culture of toughness and next man up has been instilled in that group from its coaching staff, starting with Tom Thibodeau. I don't think this takes away anything from how great Rose is, but I think it certainly speaks to how bought in and committed to the team that every man on that roster is.
Pass to Barry. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Heat. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
And you know, for the Wizards, that's a game they'd really like to have.
Wash kicks to LeBron. Battier sets the pick for LeBron. Clock at 6. Rebound by Carlos Boozer. Boozer's got his third rebound on the night. Well, back to the Chicago Bulls team, we've got to give a lot of credit to the culture of defense and effort that Coach Tom Thibodeau has created here, Steve.
Well, they weathered Rose's absence remarkably well. Advancing in the playoffs, giving Miami all it could handle. Well, you wonder, with a healthy Rose now and all these other players having developed, is Chicago a championship caliber team? I think they are.
I agree.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Passes to Barry. Fires the three. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 4 assists in the game.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
And they're making a statement here, guys, going inside for 8 of their last 10 points.
Time to man up on D and stop these free runs to the rim.
The offensive rebound. Noah. He dinks the rim with a 2-handed slam.
Boy, I like the way he carved out just enough space to get his hands on the missed shot and then rattle the rim on the putback.
And the gap narrows.
They're closing it fast.
Well, that's the effort of a team ready to fight back into this game.
Puts one up from 19. And the rebound goes to Boozer.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Rose off the bit from Noah. Rose passes to Barry. Wade brings the double team. Back to Rose. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Seems to me that anytime the game is on the line, he's perfectly willing to be the hero, or the GOAT for that matter. And that's what it takes to be clutch in big situations. You can't be afraid to fail.
And another thing that stands out about him, Steve, he has the ability to score even with defenders draped all over him. He's so strong around the goal.
And the Heat making a change here. Vernato's checked in. Deflects the pass. Butler with the steal. Dang with the screen for Rose. And there's the pass to Barry. It's stolen by Wade. Jumps up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Dang against Chalmers. LeBron. He kicks the box. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Rose with the rebound. Bulls trail by 8. Pass to Barry. The trade. And again, no good by Chicago. The Heat have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
One thing with Wade that doesn't seem to be going away is his quickness off the dribble. He still has that devastating crossover. He may not be able to do it every night, but there are nights when he just looks like he's right in his prime.
Butler dishes to Rose. He passes to Barry for the 3. And the Bulls get it back. Butler against Wade. Here's Boozer. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Boozer's got his second basket. And Wade has a number of elusive moves, Clark, getting into the lane. He did the spin, the Euro step, which I love, by the way.
Yeah.
And the windmill crossover.
He's got it all. I mean, he's figured out how to get to that bucket. And I think the crossover is probably his custom move. Just as he changes direction, he swings the ball quickly over his head to the other side, avoiding the rip. And it makes it look so natural, you might think nothing of it. But youngsters around the league, go to school on that one. That's a heck of a move.
James in the post. He's covered by Dang. And it's blocked by Dang. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. The shot's good from Barry. The Cobras got 28 points for the game. Pass game for the Bulls. They picked up the W against Memphis.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was... Oh, look out!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now.
Come to where the action is. See your Bulls up close and personal. Multi-game packages still available to see the Cobra, one of the best in the league. Come fly with us.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
Well, they've also really been dialed in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today.
On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth. Ray Allen and LeBron fill out the wings. Haslam's out there with Shane Battier, and it's Chalmers in at point guard. LeBron outside. LeBron left side. 6 on the shot clock. Haslam. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Haslam's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Heat. Rose passes to Barry. And right on target. Good.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him before they come back.
LeBron kicks to Chalmers. Back to LeBron. Backs in. Takes the turnaround J. No one. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Here's Barry. Sinks the triple. The Cobras got 16 points here in the second half.
When you're hot, you're hot. This is unbelievable.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And a moment to check out Miami, who they've got coming up. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And Bosh gets it to go on the assist by Allen. 6 points for Chris Bosh.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
Now, here's Chalmers, defended by Barry. LeBron, no luck.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Barry. Fires for 3. Good. The Cobras got 36.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Chalmers with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. And the dunk by LeBron.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Rose with the ball. Now defended by Mario Chalmers. Rose, good. The Heat with the lead. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. LeBron with a screen on Rose. He lobs it up. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure Clark they love to run.
And as the receiver, he didn't feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish. Just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
Doubled by Chalmers. Boozer passes to Barry. Shot clock at 5. Here's Noah. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
But you feel like it's going to reward this team at some point. They've got to continue to maintain the energy.
LeBron drives in. Pass to Bosh. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Heat lead by 4.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
The pass to Barry. Doubled by Bosh. Shoots the 3. Here's Rose. And good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter. And the Heat making a change here. Wade's checked in. And that one's good.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. You get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Noah, the pass to Barry. With the shot. Again, Chicago.
Man, he has been an unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Heat have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Wade drives in, and that one is hammered home.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
But they get it back. Here's Rose. The Cobra. Here's Noah. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Down low. Here's Wade. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Now, that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question. Got great awareness and terrific finish.
Shot's good from Barry.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Now here's Wade, defended by Barry. Wade drives in. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
We've seen D-Wade getting it done. He has 20 points. He's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
It shows you what an intelligent defender he can be on the ball. He really understands the game. I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. It's a 2-possession game now.
Here's Rose. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. It's on Chris Bosh. First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And Rose drops them both.
That's got to be the biggest pair of free throws of the game so far, guys, because it turns this thing into a 1-possession game.
Dang against LeBron. Looking for Wade, he gets it there. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Man, it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
Here's Barry. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And no mistakes there. A couple of good free throws to give them a little extra cushion.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Team left side. Pass to Barry. From deep 3-point range. The shot is off. And so it's Miami winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.
Well, 41 points, quite a game. It looked like you were doing everything you could, putting up the numbers you did to try to prevent this loss. Did you feel helpless out there at times?
Nah, I know my teammates had my back, and I have theirs as well. It was frustrating not to end up on the winning side when it was all said and done, but we know that we can be better than how we played tonight. Every team's going to go through games where not much is working, but the great teams still find ways to win in those situations, and that's where we need to improve.
Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Get up, first shot, strut walking, a little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious, somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Bad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it always. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT. It's hustling, chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back crush shit. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment.